Folks, this is Brady Laber from tristatefootball.com. You're looking at Dave Brossart, the head football coach at Dixie Heights, after a huge 24-0 victory over Simon Kenton here in the regional semifinal. Coach, let's talk about tonight's game. We talked earlier, your offensive and defensive line really stood out today.
Let me tell you, these guys were amazing in the trenches tonight. Brandon Johnson, Drew Brennan, Colson Macklett, Walker Englehart, Stephen Huber, our tight end, Andrew Hedger. I got to mention the names because these kids never get their names called. It was a physical game, and they took our quarterback run away from us a little bit, and they did a great job playing to stop Drew Moore. They kind of held him in check a little bit. Luke Zajac ran his butt off inside the trenches, and we got most of our yardage in between the tackles, and that's been kind of new to us because teams have been letting us kind of run wild with our quarterback veer. Just a sensational night between the tackles with those guys and Drew Moore. Keegan Baltimore is an H-back, fullback kid for us who blocks, did a great job. Defensively up front, some of the names are already mentioned, but Owen Sammons and Jack Lohr, Ben Owens, Noah Capel at linebacker, these guys were amazing. They got a wide receiver, Winkler, that's had about 1,000 yards, 9 or 10 touchdowns. Ethan Harrison, our defensive back, I think he's the best corner in Kentucky. He shut a great wide receiver down the night. They couldn't come up with a big play, but I just thought it was a great physical effort on both sides of the ball. Sure,
and you pretty much laid everything out there. That's outstanding. But talk about historically for Dixie. I mean, going this far in the playoffs. I mean, the last time they did that, I think there was still mud on this field where we're standing.
Well, there was, and Tom had a lot of great teams in the early 2000s, and he went down and beat Louisville Trinity, I think in 2004 or 2005, and came back here, and they could have played anywhere. Tom always laughs because they could have played down on Beechwood's turf, but the seniors said, "Hey, we want to play on our home field." It was a muddy field. You could barely walk across, and Boone County upset Dixie that year, and Boone was awfully good as well that year, but Boone beat them, I think, 14-10 in a tough game in the mud, and since then we've had a series of 500 teams, and I mean this team here, the guys that were on the field, they were 3-8 2 years ago. But I think this really takes us to a different level with the program, and to win 12 games says a lot about your kids and your program, and I'm just really happy to be a part of Dixie Heights and the athletic program, and we just got a lot of good things going right now.
All right, I'll get you out on this one. My phone says it's 25 degrees, and my man is not wearing what appears to be a jacket. How many layers you got on?
Man, I got about 6 layers on. I feel pretty good.
All right. Well, I'm sure you're warmed up after that big win, 24-0 against Simon Kenton, and I hear you'll play Ballard next week right here. Best of luck. Congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for coming out with us.